When the Big Red Circus comes to town next week, the festivities will take place about 200 yards away from one of the Twin Cities' largest service centers for the homeless and indigent. The Dorothy Day Center, that sits kitty-cornered across the street from XL, is a hub of Catholic Charity's $35 million a year charitable programs, offering over 500 meals and about 250 sleeping spaces every day to people who would otherwise be on the street. Many were surprised that the shelter would remain open at all during the RNC. It will, but that hardly means business as usual. The Day Center sits inside a pedestrians-only zone on the RNC security map. Clients accustomed to biking there will be out of luck. So will anyone who lacks a Dorothy Day-issued community card bearing their photograph. Any backpacks or large bags will be inspected, and those folks who are accustomed to sleeping outside on the grass-bare median in front of Dorothy Day will have to find other accommodations. The center's communication director, Rebecca Lentz, is lavish in her praise of the agencies that have worked with the Day Center on security preparations. They include the St. Paul Police and the U.S. Secret Service. In an off-camera interview with The Independent, Lentz also insisted that the point of a recently installed black curtain on the fence of the Day Center's courtyard is to protect the privacy of the people inside, not to keep them out of the sightlines of the media and convention-goers. Some of the clients and residents there have their doubts on that last count, however. Rachel said they just put up the black plastic.
They just put that up there only to keep the visual effect so you can't see what's really going on back there, because there are a lot of people back there. Mm-hmm. And at any given time there may be 100 to 200 people just accumulating around here. Mm-hmm. And I guess the black tarp is just to hide that. They don't want people to see that. They don't want that view of St. Paul. Homeless people here and there, you know, everywhere. Mm-hmm. So they're trying to keep that cover up and they're trying to hide that. Those are my views. Those are my opinions. They're telling us to basically stay out of this red zone, which is going to be 7th Street and certain streets that direction, south. And basically they're not letting us know too much about anything, except for they want to keep us over here and out of the spotlight. They want to keep this completely separate than where we are. They want us out of the spotlight, kind of behind the bushes, kind of out of the picture. They don't want that view of St. Paul, is what I'm getting out of the whole thing. I believe we should have the same rights, the same privileges, and the same, I don't know how to say it, but we should know what's going on. We live here. I feel like we're being treated like criminals or animals, or you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So along them lines, as to regular citizens of St. Paul, Minnesota. We are St. Paul, Minnesota. We were born and raised here, a lot of us, and we deserve all the same rights and privileges that anyone else does. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about it, anyways.
By trade, I'm a drywall refinisher. You know, I went through them, the DDC building. Went through job search programs everywhere, and still nothing. So it's hard. I mean, I've walked down the street, had people holler out their cars. You know, get a job, you bum. You know, I'm trying. But there's not a lot you can do. There's not a lot of help you can get. They could be spending the money on better things. You know, like fixing up the neighborhoods, fixing up this place, helping people get jobs. You know, instead of wasting it on, I mean, they're replanting trees, they're replanting flowers, repainting. Well, you should have done that before. Why do it now? You know, trying to spruce up everything, make it all pretty, you know, for them, and then block everything out, block the bad out, is what they think. You know? They've already rerouted the bus lines. They've already rerouted traffic, told them where they can park. Can't have no bicycles around here, no cars, nothing. So, $50 million, they could take 20 million of it and get it. You know, there's a lot of people down here that need jobs, that want jobs, you know, that will work, you know, and 20 million will help them get jobs. 50 million ain't helping us do anything.
Out there, there's drug dealers out there, and they're just not paying attention to them. They want to pick on us. Is this practice?
They're too focused on the appearances of St. Paul, not what's really going on.
They're not focused on what's going over there. They're focused on us right now. Is this practice for them, or is it, you know, nothing's legal? You know, they took away my ID on purpose.
So on what grounds did they take it away from you?
Because they can. And that's wrong.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not voting Republican, I'm voting Democrat. I'm sorry.
My name, by the way, is John motherfucking Wayne Garbo.
Edit that one.
Nah.